It was originally private, wasn't it? And then it became Constantine Company. I can't remember the whole history, but then it was Constantine Company, CIC. Then it became British Steel, Concert British Steel, right? Same format, but different thing. And I think it was still British Steel when it closed down, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Still British Steel. So it was always made high quality steel. Always made that, right? And they had a market for it. The problem that you had up here was the location. That was the problem, and infrastructure of actually getting your steel out and that, you know. Originally, if you think about when the company set away, it had its own iron, coal, limestone. It had everything around it, but that didn't last for very long. So once that sort of petered out, and then your railways had to come in, and you were transport. That's right. You were bringing stuff in. Whereas the likes of Redcar, you're right on the coast, weren't you? You know, it had everything going for it.
Tradesmen used to use the works, or anybody used to work as a jumping on place and a jumping off place. You know, they get a better job elsewhere, like, you know.
Yeah. You'd always come back up there.
Yeah, you can go back there any time.
It went from about 6,000 down to 3,000, but that was over so many years, wasn't it? But it was a drastic, drastic cutting. Yeah. But then you've got to look at everything else. When you know your builders used to have Aitons over here.
Yeah.
They had a load of plasters, Vickies and such say Gallagher's. Who else was it? About three. Must have been 3 or 4. Anyway,
we're talking about tradesmen and things. The major one was the council. The council had loads of sort of tradesmen because they had their own maintenance and everything, built their own houses. What's happened now? All that's gone now. We've lost all those trades, and they're starting to get them back again. You know, through the government things, they're trying to get all these trades back. But we lost a massive influx of trades. You know, when I think how skillful this area was with trades, you know, it was just. They did, yeah. But that's coming back now. It's in a different format, isn't it, through the government? But the same as the shipyards. You know, when the shipyards, all those trades went. Same up here, all the trades went.
Yeah.
What have we got?
I mean, Houndskill was the biggest loss. I know. I mean, the plate mill, miles long, wasn't it? Sort of stale.
It was, yeah.
I tell you what, I worked up there once. It was that thick of mud and pigeon's muck. On top was about a foot of pigeon's muck on.
Well, I reckon that's good for your hair, you know. You rub it on your hair, like, you know. It
doesn't mean good for mine too. Oh, that's terrible.
What you found was, I'll go back when I was an apprentice, and they were experimenting in them days with different types of steel making, and it was the Bessemer. They had a Bessemer, and they had different types of furnaces. I just don't think what it was a German make. Anyway, they were practicing all this and getting high quality steels, right? Then they built a steel plant, and again the steel plant was producing high quality steel. Then they had the Caldo, which was the the ones used to put the oxygen into the steel, and put like sort of, I don't know the full. When right to the very end, Constantine Company made high quality stainless steel. Oh yeah, I mean the likes of your submarines, you know, the Newton submarines. I mean, they were making steel for that. They were making steel for that. So the quality at Concert was higher than anywhere else in the country, right? The problem was strategically, you know, there was other options, you know, and I think EU as well dictated how much steel we were going to make as well, didn't they? You know, I mean, if you look at Houndskill, for example, I mean, Houndskill used to do the checker plates. Can you remember them, the checker plates? You know, they had all sorts going. All sorts, and they had, I mean, the machinery. You've seen it. When the company closed down, that machinery was sort of like that. All that stuff went to India, right? So India now is benefiting from all our you know, high tech equipment that we had. You know, and they'll probably get it for next to nothing. You know, unbelievable. It really was, like, you know.
You had the new mill, you had the plate mill,
Billet mill.
the billet mill, and such like. But Hounsgill was a different thing. That Hounsgill was one of the last to come in, wasn't it? If not the last.
Hounsgill was the last one.
Aye.
Because the new mill was just refurbished. I was on about it before. Just refurbished, hardly refurbished before it closed down. Unbelievable the amount of money that was spent on it. Oh, and everybody says, well, nobody going to close that after a year or something. It's such like, how what it did? Oh, no messing.
See, that's what they did with the pits, though, Ted. They brought all this new machinery in, cost a fortune. And then they said, oh, it's costing too much, that pit. Close it. Crazy.
I mean, I used to lie in my bed down here, and the whole world used to light up. What you call the whole world used to light up over there. And you used to wake up, and the whole place was bright as hell. And we were tipping the slag, tipping the slag. You soon got back to sleep, like, but you know. And when you used to go over, we used to climb all the way up the flaming top and such like, man, and come in and come back to it. Not when it was hot, of course, but oh, it was massive, absolute massive place. Used to go up the top, the easy route or the hard route.